Must wanna get nasty. Go ahead, get up. Everybody get up. You the hardest thing to explain. I feel so lucky. You wanna hug me? What else you hug me? Okay, now you go. Got to the message. But you don't let 'em know. On right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gonna celebrate and have a good time.
CNY Live, what's going on tonight, y'all? Can we have a good time tonight? Let's enjoy ourselves. Get your Bluetooth ready, your speakers right. Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go. Here we go. Now listen, some of y'all might know this, and some of y'all don't. Some of y'all not there with us, and some of y'all won't. What's the name of the song? Let me clear my throat. Oh, today. I hope you don't mind. Let me clear my throat. So you gotta take one of everybody here behind the bass in Philadelphia. Here we go now, check it out. Let's go. What y'all trying to do? From charismatic singing. It's just so clear. Look out. Pop is showtime. Guess who's back again? I bet they know as soon as we walk in. I'm wearing Jubilee, designer mix, the one shining shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. No, because the color back. Somebody do that Michael Jackson dance.
Go, big boy. Go, big boy. Welcome to CNY Live, everybody. We are so excited to have so many of you here with us. We are going to have a good time. My name is Dr. Johanna Rogers. I'm the Director of Community Engagement and Empowerment at CenterState CEO, and I'm just one of the leaders of Generation Next. We're here tonight for you. COVID has impacted many of us in different ways. Tonight, Generation Next, thanks to OneGroup and support from KeyBank Business Boost and Build, Syracuse University, and a host of community leaders, friends, loved ones have poured into tonight's event to make it possible. CNY Live is here to uplift our city. It's here to uplift our region. The cast and production team and guests of CNY Live want to celebrate Central New York's resilience. It's what defines us as a community, really, if you think about it. This event will feature some of the best, not all, but just some of the best musical talent, tech talent, and special people that are helping keep our city moving forward. Tonight, we're here to recognize the leaders, the heroes, the families and people that are putting their lives at risk to keep us home safe. right? And the best way we can do that is by showing our gratitude, our appreciation, and our support of them. So tonight, as a part of CNY Live, we want you to engage with us. We have the chat up here, which is already buzzing. Below my face, you will see a link. In that link, there will be information pertaining to certain organizations, nonprofit initiatives that are happening right now in our city that you as active citizens can take part in while we are at home. There is something we all can do to help keep us safe and fight COVID. As you're watching tonight, be sure to check out the chat. You're already doing that. Click on the link, but more importantly, tell a friend to tune in. Hashtag, post pictures of your family, whoever's around you enjoying CNY Live. That's the best way to say thank you and to let those that we're going to thank throughout the evening know that you care. Later in tonight's program, we're going to have two special tributes. One to our essential workers, which so many of you poured your hearts into. And the second is a special tribute to our students, and more importantly, the class of 2020. So don't turn the channel, or switch the link. Stay tuned for that later on in the program. Right now, we're going to get started. And I want to introduce you to just three of the leaders that we have in our community helping us fight COVID. And we're going to start with Rob Simpson, the president of CenterState CEO. Followed by Rob, we will have our Deputy Mayor Sharon Owens. And following Deputy Mayor Owens, we have the Dean of Hendricks Chapel, Brian Conkle. Let's hear from Rob first.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight to celebrate the incredible resilience of our Central New York community. On behalf of CenterState CEO and our Generation Next program, we are proud to partner with our presenting sponsor, OneGroup, to bring you this unique celebration of the people, businesses, and institutions that make up the diverse fabric of our community. I'd also like to thank KeyBank and the Boost and Build program through Jumpstart for partnering with us to provide tools and resources for our entrepreneurs, particularly our entrepreneurs of color and women-owned businesses that we already know have been disproportionately impacted by the economic fallout of this pandemic. It's through partnerships like these that our community was celebrating so many successes just 8 short weeks ago. And it's partnerships like these that give me hope and inspiration that our economic recovery, though long and perhaps challenging, is inevitable. Throughout this pandemic, I've seen the very best of Central New York. I've seen neighbors helping neighbors, businesses donating supplies like masks and gloves to our healthcare providers, manufacturers making ventilators and face shields, distillers making hand sanitizer, and our healthcare workers putting it all on the line to keep us safe and our community strong. I've always believed that our community's resourcefulness was among its finest attributes, but it's obvious now that it's more than that. There is a grit, determination, and resiliency baked into our very DNA, and it is that indomitable spirit that we celebrate tonight. The spirit of our businesses who we have worked so hard to support during this crisis, to those that have been forced to stay open and keep their employees and customers safe, to those that have been forced to shut down and who have done everything in their power to avoid layoffs, and to those who have experienced devastating economic losses, but who remain committed to rebuilding. If you're a business who needs help and support during this time, please visit our website or email us at support@centerstateceo.com. We're here to help. We're also here tonight to honor our essential workers, those who've cared for the sick, fed the hungry, maintained our municipal services, and kept us safe in a time of unprecedented turmoil. Your sacrifices have saved lives and made it possible for life to continue for so many of us, and for that, we are forever in your debt. Finally, I'd like to close with a word to our class of 2020. Graduating is always a time of great hope and uncertainty. Today's choices are certainly not the ones you had hoped or planned to have. But what you may have lost in experiences and time with your friends, we are going to make up to you with a community-wide effort to remind you of why this place will always be your home. Because we care for each other, we stand up for each other, and because together we will remake this community into a place and with a culture in which we all belong and of which we can all be proud. Thank you again for joining us tonight. Enjoy the celebration.
Hello, Syracuse, Central New York. It's so glad to see you virtually, if not at all. I'm so happy and so proud of all of you that what you're doing is flattening the curve in our community. I love this community so much. I'm so proud of us. I'm thinking every day about you. I'm praying about all of us, and I want to thank you personally for hanging in there. This is when it seems to be the hardest. We're ready to get outside. The weather is changing. Central New York is breaking out of the winter drab and the sun is coming out. And I just ask you to enjoy that sun, but do it in a socially distanced manner. Protect each other. Protect those first responders that are working so hard for us. Fire, police, healthcare workers, our sanitation people outside picking up our garbage and our trash and getting our yard debris now. Keep them protected. Keep your vulnerable family protected. Those who are seniors in our community and those who have vulnerable health conditions that you and me may not know about, and because they just live life, but they have some underlying health conditions that cannot afford to battle COVID. So let's protect them. Thank you. I know it's been a long road. We still have a ways to go, but I'm confident in our community. I'm confident in who we are as Syracusans, as Central New Yorkers. I love you. I'm praying for you. Thank you.
My name is Brian Conkle. I serve as Dean of Hendricks Chapel at Syracuse University, and my purpose for joining you is to share good news. For all of our graduates and for all in our community, in the midst of so much difficult news, there is good news. And that good news is that oftentimes our greatest triumphs follow our greatest trials. The good news is that hurt can give birth to hope, wounds build wisdom, and sorrow can transform into strength. We are undoubtedly in the midst of a difficult time. There is much to mourn, but there is good news. And in response to this good news, we all can step up, step out, and do our part to lead in service to the common good. We can journey in new ways when we receive the boldness and the humility to accept our altered course. We can allow our once buried imaginations to be brought back to life. We can stop hoping for a better past and choose to be authors of a better future. So no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter how you are, may God bless each and every one of you. May God bless you with the courage and the compassion to keep moving forward. May you receive the ability to be kind and the capacity to make the wrongs of this world more fully right. May you have the determination to be loyal, the conviction to embody your beliefs, the grit to improve each day, and the resilience to build this beloved community. And most of all, especially in times such as these, may God bless you with the audacity to keep faith and never lose hope. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Rob Simpson, Deputy Mayor Owens, and Dean Conkle. Next up, we have one of Syracuse's own great jazz artists. Her name is Melissa Gardner. She's traveled around the world performing with greats such as Aretha Franklin, The Temptations, and the Dave Matthews Band. Tonight, she's here to provide a musical interlude for us. Here's Melissa. That brought tears to my eyes. I almost had to go and grab tissues. Melissa, this is beautiful. This is just simply beautiful. Next up, we have KeyBank Business Boost and Build and my colleague Clara Cedeno from Upstart talking to us about how small business, minority-owned businesses in this community are thriving and pivoting during COVID.
Yeah, and thanks for having us, Johanna. My name is Clara Cedeno. I am the program manager for Upstart at CenterState CEO.
Hi, and good evening, everyone. My name is Tamika Otis. I'm director of KeyBank's Business Boost and Build program powered by Jumpstart.
Yeah, and so when we speak about the Upstart program, it's really there to enable and empower the entrepreneurial spirit by creating and providing pathways to success through varying program resources. COVID-19 and the economic crisis that it's created, it's really pushed all of these small and locally owned businesses to pivot, find ways to innovate, and also ways to survive.
Right. So the KeyBank Business Boost and Build program was actually designed to stimulate economic growth locally. So especially right now, it's important for us to tell the story of collaboration, because we know that there is power in collaboration, especially now as we come together to help local entrepreneurs navigate the difficulties brought on by COVID-19. What's also critically important to us as a collaborative is to continue to promote and highlight the companies that are benefiting from Boost and Build support. So tonight's spotlights represent business owners who are not only surviving, but they're thriving in the midst of COVID.
Absolutely. And, if we look across the Syracuse community, there are so many minority and women-owned businesses that add to the vibrancy and the culture of the city. And now with the economic challenges that have been created by COVID-19, they need our support more than ever. And so together as the CUSE Collaborative, which is comprised of CenterState CEO, the Upstate Minority Economic Alliance, the Weiss Women's Business Center, and the Southside Innovation Center, they're really doing their part to help the women and the minority-owned businesses to survive. And in that spirit of collaboration, we're asking that you join these efforts.
That's right. So we're asking for your support, not only tonight, but every day as we all continue to support our local small business community to thrive, because what we know is that even in the best of times, they need our support.
Yeah, so hang out with us and check out our first spotlight with Miss Prissy's.
Prissy's is an American soul establishment. We cook food that is good for the soul. As a caterer, we were pretty booked out, pretty heavily scheduled. And because of COVID-19, all of our events were canceled. So we're kind of in a desolate place. Our income had just wiped away, which is really, disheartening, because when it's what you love to do, you become kind of saddened because you can't do that. You can't have that interaction, with your clients like you would like to. So we got a phone call from the Allen Foundation to, partner up with this program to try to do two things: help us out and supplement the income that we lost, and secondly, to fill a need in the community. Some orders are 100, some orders are 50. So we get paper bags and line them up all over the place and package them and, stick our little label on them in the Salt City label. And we deliver them ourselves because we want to be out there. We want them to see who we are. We want them to know, hey, Miss Prissy's is here. Even though it's something small, like I always say, food is the ultimate unifier. It just let them know that we're there, we're thinking of them. And, even if it's just a little something, we'll give it. Not only do we cater and cook, but we serve our community.
Thank you, KeyBank Business Boost and Build, for your commitment and your continuous support to minority-owned businesses here in Syracuse. They are giving back, but you are also doing a great job of that. Next up, we have a performance by Syracuse Stage. Kyle Bass, our very own Central New York playwright, author of For Harriet, has a new piece of work highlighting Salt City in the story Salt City Blues. This performance tonight is a sneak peek into the show, which is premiering at Syracuse Stage in 2021. Have a look and enjoy.
Hi, I'm Kyle Bass, and I'm really excited about my new play, Salt City Blues, which will have its world premiere at Syracuse Stage next spring. People always ask me, where do you get your ideas for plays? Well, I've been living in Syracuse for a long time, since the early 90s, and I'm from upstate New York originally. And one thing that I know about a place is that it's full of stories. You just have to listen, you have to look, you have to ask questions, and you have to be able to imagine the answers. One of the things I do as a writer is take truth, turn it into fiction as a way to speak to truth. Syracuse is a very interesting city. And one of the guiding principles in writing the play has been this idea that a city is more than just a place in space, but that it is in fact a drama in time. And another idea that's really driven me is this idea that the city and the soul are mirrors for each other. these ideas have come to me through my reading, and now I've tried to think about them as I've crafted and continue to craft this play. You're going to meet two characters from the play in brief monologues, Prof. D and Yolanda Morning. And I think they really do capture the soul of my semi-fictional city called Salt City in the play. I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you at Syracuse Stage for the world premiere of Salt City Blues next June. Be well.
No, Mom, no. No, your phone is not for your convenience. Your phone is for my convenience. Who's paying for it? Who is paying for it? Who's paying for it? Thank you. You pick up when your mother calls you. I ain't talking to you with my thumbs. You finish your essays? They are due next week, Mo. That right there is an excuse. Put down that horn and take care of your business, Mo. I don't care, Malcolm. I don't. Get your father to help you. Ask him to. Don't get smart with, boy, I'm not ready to come over there and get in your mouth. You don't watch your tone with me. I don't have time. I don't. I need you to start to generate some concrete plans for the kind of man you want to be. Ask your father. Do it, Maul. No, I'm not going to call you Malik, Malcolm, because your name is Malcolm. And next week when you change your name to Kunta Kinte and I call you Malcolm, there'll be some precedents. You can busk after. You can busk after you write that essay. After. You hear me? Maybe. What is your father doing? Tell him I said hey. No, you tell him for me. I gotta go. I gotta go, Malcolm. I'll see you. It's not like you don't know where I'm staying. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Love you too. Get on that essay.
That sounded like my mom. Thank you so much, Syracuse Stage. Up next, we have our tribute to essential workers. Many of you out there sent in videos, photos, logos to show your support. Many of them are still coming in. So tonight, our production team has put together a short montage. There will be more that will be posted later, an extended video that includes everyone that submitted, as many as we can. But tonight we have this tribute to our essential workers. We hope that you know that we appreciate you. We are grateful to and for you, and we are here supporting you from inside and helping you and us stay safe. After the essential worker video, we have a special musical tribute to our essential workers from Counselor Joe Driscoll.
I am so pleased this morning to have the opportunity to thank all of our essential workers here in Syracuse and Onondaga County.
I want to say thank you to all essential workers for being real life superheroes. We thank you and we're with you.
Just want to say thank you to all my fellow law enforcement officers out there in Syracuse, keeping us safe, to our healthcare workers, keeping us healthy and on track.
Thank you to all the teachers who are doing their best to give us a great education, and to all the doctors and nurses who are risking their lives to help our friends and families.
thank you to all of the essential workers out there who have really helped our community get through this COVID-19 crisis.
We are so grateful to our essential workers.
We're joining everyone today and saying thank you to all of the volunteers and essential workers who have been out on the front line doing their best to make sure that we're safe.
This is a special thank you to all the attorneys who are on the front lines fighting for inmates to come home safely, making sure our children are staying safe during this time, and making sure that racial justice is a part of this conversation. Thank you.
Thanks for all your hard work. We love you and we appreciate you.
Thank you to our frontline and essential workers.
Eric, we are posting a Spanish version of the other video.
We thank you to all the essential workers who continue to show up and care for all of the families out there. We see you and we are grateful.
As we push through this difficult time together, just know that you are loved, you are precious, and you are prayed for. God bless you.
Imagine there's no heaven. That's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us there's only sky. Imagine all us people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It's not that hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all us people if we were living alive in peace. Well, you could say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I just hope someday you can join us, and then this world could live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed and hunger. Unity for all woman and man. Imagine all us people if we were sharing all this world. Well, you could say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I just hope someday you can join us, and then this world could live as one. This world could live as one. And this world could live as one.
Thank you, Joe. As you all said in the chat, that is the perfect song to have us all holding on during a time like this. Imagine. Next up, here's one of the KeyBank Business Boost and Build highlight videos that's showcasing another company that's keeping us safe during this time.
We supply medical uniform for apparel and accessory. We do screen printing, embroidering. We provide uniform for all nursing home, hospital, doctor's office, dentist's office, all medical people. Obviously, nurses so busy working, they don't have time to concentrate and keep the uniform. It does affect us, but we got lucky that we created masks and the community come in. So we sell more masks than uniforms right now. So, that's how we survive during this time. We have organization buying quantities. We work with them, we lower the price, for them. I'm hoping, we get more support from the medical organization. Of course, we open the door. We want to do business in this time. We have the incentive for the nurses that they spend $50, they get a free mask. And we sell masks, and we donate a lot of masks to the community. We donate to the county, we donate it to nursing home, especially senior. When senior come in, we know that they can't afford them. We usually donate to them, or they buy two, we give one free for them. We're asking, continue to support us. So I'm continue to open my door to, do the good for our community here.
And next, we're going to hear from some of our Generation Next leaders.
Hi, everyone. My name is Heather Schroeder. I'm the Director of Economic Development for the Downtown Committee of Syracuse, and I'm really proud to be a part of Generation Next. This initiative recognizes that the next generation of leaders in Syracuse looks a little bit different than the generations that came before us. Our generation consists of people who moved away from the area and decided to come back for job opportunities. It's people who graduated from our colleges and universities and chose to stay here and start their careers in Syracuse. It's people who are moving to the region for the first time to take great jobs. And it's our homegrown talent who are rising up to become the next generation of leaders in Central New York. So here to share some of their Generation Next experience with you are some of my colleagues.
My name is Marcus Webb. I'm the Economic Inclusion Fellow at CenterState CEO. I'm a native of Syracuse and a recent graduate of Syracuse University. Over the summer, On Point placed me at CenterState for an internship opportunity. I met a lot of great people and was granted the opportunity to come back for a full-time fellowship. I'm honored to be here and a part of Generation Next.
Marcus, we're so happy to have you as part of our team here at CenterState and Tech and Culture. I'm Liza Simiday, and I am the Syracuse Search Work Train Manager. And about 11 years ago, I moved here from Florida. And the reason why I say it is because as an entrepreneur, community leader, and business owner, there's a lot of opportunities here that people can start, grow, and succeed.
Thank you, Liza. That is the mission of Generation Next. We want to attract and retain diverse talent to available positions and opportunities in Central New York. We want to make Central New York an attractive place for young professionals to come and settle down. We're also a part of Tech and Culture. Tech and Culture is a subgroup of Generation Next that focuses on the tech industry with diversity and inclusion in mind.
With that, Marcus, we're partnering up with Hack Upstate and other groups to help engage the Syracuse community in tech careers, training programs, and tech activities to help work on the digital divide and access to technology, because now more than ever, we see that with COVID.
We want to remind people that challenges create opportunities to grow. COVID-19 has highlighted the importance of technology, tech skills, and access to tech. Generation Next and community members are working to ensure the next generation is prepared to meet those needs.
So as you heard, the three of us represent the next wave of leaders in Syracuse. I moved away and chose to come back for opportunity, and I'm Generation Next.
Everyone here today, you're Generation Next.
I graduated from Syracuse University. We're Generation Next.
And now we hope you'll enjoy this great performance from Symphoria.
And now I'm in a whole new world. Symphoria, thank you for that beautiful piece and for the music you provide our city. Next up, we have our final KeyBank Boost and Build Spotlight. We are traveling to the south side of Syracuse to meet Waleed Betts. He is the owner of All Money Spends. And at a time where many stores have had to close, Waleed has pivoted and found a way to get the community some of the things that they need. Let's meet Waleed.
All Money Spends is basically affordable, fly, fashionable clothing from the south side of Syracuse. COVID has impacted us dramatically from my store all the way down to the customers. COVID really affects in more ways than one. It affects the morale. When you affect the morale of the people and the finances at the same time, it's like cataclysmic. So, we just trying to push through together. Staying open is important because it's definitely a message to the youth that you have to adjust. You have to keep going, amongst all the circumstances. Even when stuff is looking bleak, you still gotta try to find ways to adjust. We gotta shut the store down, gotta take it back to the trunk, People gotta do social distancing. We gotta put it on the porch. You gotta be more on Instagram. You gotta be more on Facebook. You gotta be more on your website now. Whatever you have, you could just try to make it work. I see better days coming. I see, expansion coming. Finances is what it is, but the good relationships, they go hand in hand with that. So I really try. That's why I really stress that, because that's what it's really all about. Because without the community, they ain't no me. Because that good relationship with the community, that affords me to, so I got to give back as much as possible, basically. So it's like come full circle.
We're going to come full circle. But right now, thank you, Waleed Betts. Thank you, KeyBank Business Boost and Builds again, and Upstart Program for helping us highlight these wonderful businesses here in our community. Right now, we're going to take a short dance break. We're going to bring DJ Big Boy back, and we want to get 300 people in here, y'all. We want you all to go out, tag someone, post a picture, hashtag Generation Next 315, CNY Live, CenterState CEO, OneGroup. Tell them that this is where we're coming together during COVID to celebrate Cuse and to celebrate Central New York. Take us away, Big Boy.
Right now, if you at your home, I need you to get somebody up, stand up, and do the dance. Did you teach somebody? Grab your kids, your mother, your father. You gotta show them how to do the dance. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. This crowd still fast. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. If you over 30, sing the song. Let's go, y'all. CNY on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Get the truck cause I'm faded. You make me happy. If you could It's right beside me, girl. Somebody having a party, let's go. I really love you. You should know. In your kitchen, your living room, sing the song. It's for now we had a good time that we could stay. Let's have a good time, y'all. The next day I got holding me close. It was all from you, letting myself go. Now fly through the stars, this night forever. Who know that song out there? Y'all sing it in the chat room. It's been so long. I knew just what I would do when I heard your song. Till my heart and every dawn. You knew I could not break it. I needed someone. Now I am too far. I hope this night lasts forever. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ain't nobody you in your kitchen, your living room, party with. My name's DJ Big Boy. Who remember the song right here? It's the CenterState. Well, I let it rain, I tear it out. I let it rain, I tear it out. Let's go, let's go. Let it rain, clear it, clear it. And let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Let it rain, I tear it out. I let it rain, I tear it out. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup. Let's go, y'all. I wanna know everything. I wanna know, you never ask if I can come away. I wanna know what you like. I wanna know so I can do it all right. But you're telling me it's just a friend. You're telling me that's a friend. Remember the song? I need you to put in the chat. Put in the chat. Sing it. Have you ever loved someone so much you thought you died? Giving so much I could tell. It's the only way. Tell me what you want and I will give it to you. Cause you are kissing it away, kissing it away, kissing away. I get black card in the cold to the face, cold to the face, cold to the face. Track money coming through. Gotta get my face. Gotta be real with it. Yep. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I'm and I need you. I'm down to your always, baby. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I'm older and I need you. Right down on the floor, baby. Big boy in the building.
Hey, I forgot I was on camera, big boy. You had us jamming over here. We are 3 people away. 3 people away from 300 folks. Let's help hit 300 in here. I'm glad everyone's up and moving. I'm loving the chat. Pierre, hi. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome, Joanna. Hello, Central New York. What a fabulous event. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. You're enjoying it. That smile is saying everything we need. Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody who you are? We're so appreciative of you, but I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Pierre Moriso. I'm CEO of OneGroup, which is a local organization in town. And we have had the pleasure of forming a very impromptu leadership group, which has helped shape and support this initiative. And we're happy to be able to do it, Johanna.
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you for supporting us. The group has been wonderful. I came to one meeting and you all called us back and said, we want the next generation of leaders to lead and help us think of innovative ways to do that. And the group has been wonderful since that point. Pierre, I think the people want to know at this particular time when businesses are so focused on how to help navigate many issues related to COVID, why did you choose to support Generation Next and help host this event right now?
Well, I guess, thinking back about that, Johanna, I realized that I was an early version of Generation Next, actually a large number of years ago, if you can tell from my hairline. But I graduated from Syracuse University, went off to Boston for 3 years, and then came back when I was 26, and have loved the place. I loved coming back, loved enjoying it. And more importantly, I've loved not only that it was a great place when I got back here, but what it's become over the past 30 years. And it's really because of all of the youth that's come back. It's all of the people who have come into the community. It's all the people that have been here and contributed to the community. And mostly it's really, I'm so proud of the leadership here of our not-for-profits, of our businesses, of our government, and our educational institutions. It's just created a very unique experience of collaboration, acceptance, and we have a lot here that people don't really realize doesn't exist anywhere else in the country. So Next Generation Next is all about creating that energy to take it to a whole new level. And that's
you are right. We are working to try to take it to a new level. We definitely, me being here a short time myself, I just feel like the community is full of so much potential. It's just about having individuals like you partner with organizations like CenterState and bringing in a ton of community leaders and having more opportunities to do that could create wonderful events like we're having here tonight. But tell us a little bit more about what you want people to do next after this. Like, what is it you're hoping for?
Well, it's amazing. I mean, when you look at this project and really the short time that it's come into play, I mean, what people don't realize behind the scenes is it was at least 100 people that contributed to the design and the support of it. And it's our youth. It's literally an example of what Next Gen can do. And there's really only two ingredients. One starts with participation, and the participation of folks like myself, a little more seasoned and experienced, but we have the resources and the wisdom to be able to kind of aid this event, bring people together. The power of diversity, prior to the pandemic has been known. We know that statistically, when boards have diversity on their boards for corporations, they're more profitable and more successful and more sustainable. When they bring that down into their organizations, they're actually twice as profitable and twice as successful.
Exactly.
And now that the pandemic is here, I mean, think about what people have risen to in Rob's statements early on. We should be proud of our ability to adapt. But more importantly, Next Gen is more equipped to adapt than any other group of people I know of. And so that's what I want. I want folks to participate. I want them to raise their hand, support us however they can, whether it's hosting events as we move forward, whether it's just mentoring people, whether it's creating spaces in their organizations, but mostly we need to create spaces in our community to allow this to happen. And many people have, so we know the strength of it. Let's make it
We
go
do.
back.
Well, Pierre, we're so grateful to OneGroup and for you. Again, as you said, there's so many people behind this event you would not even believe that have shaped it into what it is. It isn't just me, it's a team of us well beyond us here. But I think the points that you made about the young people in this community easily translate into what's coming next. So why don't you go ahead and set it up for everyone watching?
Well, I would love to. First of all, to our graduates, I mean, it feels like you've lost something, but in many ways you've gained so much. I mean, the power that you have now to go out and make a difference is immense. The skill sets you have are so appropriate for what we need coming up. So as we go forward and recognize your achievements and your experiences, please remember it's you we're going to be depending upon. So we're all looking forward to your success. With that, I would like to introduce our tribute to the graduating class of 2020.
Thank you, Pierre. The opening of this tribute starts with Dawei. He is a member of the class of 2020, but he is also a leading example of the talent we have here in our community, as he is one of the lead players in the Syracuse's Symphoria Youth Orchestra. So here's our tribute, starting with Dawei, one of our members of the class of 2020.
Hey there, it's Jennifer Sanders from News Channel 9. I wanted to extend a special congratulations to the class of 2020. Now, I know this year didn't quite turn out like you expected it to, but you finally made it. You're graduates. And know that you are amazing. You are phenomenal. And the power that lies within you now, even in the midst of all of this, can change the world. Congratulations.
To the class of 2020, congratulations.
Congratulations, you did it.
While the end of this chapter of your academic careers won't be celebrated with the typical caps and gowns and parties, your achievements are still significant.
You have so much to be proud of, and the current crisis cannot diminish your success.
In fact, it has perhaps highlighted you as leaders in this moment.
You had the tech skills needed to adapt and pivot when schools shifted online.
And you were there to show the rest of us how.
Digital social connections were already a part of your daily experience.
And you taught us all how impactful that can be.
We know the immediate future is uncertain, but we also know that you've been prepared to meet the challenge and any challenge we may face in the future.
We wish we could be there to cheer you on in your final games.
Capture how you look leaving for formals and proms.
And feel the pride you feel when you walk out of the classroom for the last time.
While you may not have the opportunity to celebrate milestones, so many others before you have.
You inspire us no less.
So congratulations to the class of 2020.
You have risen to meet the challenges of the moment.
And in doing so, have paved your own path to the future.
Move boldly in the direction of your dreams, knowing
that we are committed to your success.
Your tenacity and fortitude got you to this moment.
You are the next generation of leaders.
And we celebrate you.
Surge.
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 And a shout out to the class of 2020. You're almost at the finish line. Keep going.
Hi, I want to say congratulations to all the high school seniors, and guess what? The class of 2020 is going down in history.
Wherever you're headed, work, college, or the military, I wish you the best. I know that you will be doing amazing things. Best of luck to you, Syracuse City School District, class of 2020.
I also want to give a shout out to all of the graduates of 2020 and let you know that even though you may have missed your graduation, you're always going to be able to contribute in your special way to our community and wherever you go.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round. You can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the aches, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. Silence isn't quiet, and you feel like it's getting hard to breathe. You feel like you're dying, but I promise we'll bring the world to its feet. And move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the aches, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is love. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up in spite of the aches. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, you, you. I'll rise up. We'll rise up. I'll rise up. High like the waves, we'll rise up. In spite of the aches, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. We'll rise up, Syracuse. Y'all take care. Love y'all.
That was simply beautiful. Tamar, who is at the National Museum of African American Music, representing the talent and potential that Syracuse has to offer. Thank you so much, Tamar. Tonight's program was brought to you by Generation Next. But Generation Next is a representation of the talent that we have here in our community. As Pierre said, we're just looking for an opportunity to partner with existing leadership to create more exciting opportunities like this to demonstrate the talent. We have members of the class of 2020 behind this, many of your nonprofit community engagement professionals fed into this program. And without them, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you all very much. Our next closing component of this is what we all need right now, a little music, a little moment to help us forget about the troubles of the world right now and just simply be together. So we are going to conclude tonight's program again with the slide presentation we started with that just says thank you to some of the organizations that have fed into this event. And we're going to bring DJ Big Boy back to take us out in partnership with that presentation. But to the 304 people that are watching this currently, and to the many, many people that we hope to have watching it as the weeks roll by, we want to thank you for making tonight what it is. You have kept me laughing and smiling through your comments. We hope you clicked on some of the resources. If not, please go to the Generation Next page on Facebook or Instagram. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll continue to share information, but more importantly, reach out to us so you can get involved and help really bring the next generation of leadership here in Syracuse from behind the scenes to the forefront. Thank you all for joining us. And now I want you to get up. We're going to bring DJ Big Boy back, and we're going to close tonight's program as we would if we were in the Dome, the One Center, or at some of our favorite venues throughout the city. We're going to get up and dance and say thank you again to the people that are helping us be home tonight and be safe.
All the parties in the club, let me see your chest. Back it up, drop it down, let me see your chest. Get low, scrub the ground, let me see your chest. Push it up, let me see your chest.
Hello. So I'm not going to come back on the screen, right? It's just going to be.
You should be dancing in your living room, your kitchen, with your family. Back it up, back it up. Back it up. I'm taking it like cotton. I'm taking the city like cake. Ain't so in the face like guns. I'm breaking the cake, so let's play. I'm taking the game's mine. Yeah, I wouldn't sit there. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, DJ Big Boy 315. Trying to say you whack, you gotta stay like say the time. I can dance all day, I don't too well. Yeah, I was looking at something like a cool. A girl told me that a man that can dance, I can possibly get down with the tool in his pants. You know you gotta watch out. Some girls are only about that thing. Let's go have a good time. Have it off right. Every time you touch me, I smell so great. Everybody ask me why I'm falling. I'm here to hear. I know. Oh, I know it's perfect, but it's worth it. I'm just through my fears. Put the new 40s on the G. I came into the bloody bottles on the knee. Cause I might got it out the street. I keep 100 rings inside my G. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't that's a call cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich deep. Talking, all this designer on my body got me deep. If everybody got there, I'm a big trip. If I got up on a lean, I'm a six. I run the racks up with my queen, now you learning the nip. But I got rich on all these. Forget back. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I hopped inside of the Mavic and now I can sit back. You know me now, cause I got them big racks. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you heard that. Young, on the corner, bitch, I shout out on your Facebook and DJ Big Boy. Had to get them birds back. We came up on dirty money, I I'm sure she doesn't want to so. Had a man let her get like goes on. Had her let her say, this girl is so long. You been inside, know you like a lay low. All the people you bring to the table. Working hard, girl, everything paid for the first leg. You don't have no cable. With your phone out, gotta hit them angle. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. Ain't showing up, but it's alright. Ain't showing up, but it's alright. All more people that like the pose.
You should know that I've got you on my mind, your secret admirer. I've been watching you, and I think of you. I want to be your lady, baby. Game is on, you need a couple of blues. Where did you go? Where did you come from?
How to get up in their living room, the kitchen, do the dance right now.
Where did you come from?
Have a good time tonight. Finish it right, finish it right.
No sleep last night.
Somebody else is singing.
Been dreaming of you. Please hold me tight. 'Cause I can't stop the way I feel. I just can't stop the way that I feel.
Sing it.
Deep in the night, you took my heart. Now danger's inside. 'Cause I can't stop the way that I feel. I just can't stop the way that I feel.
Everybody gotta sing this part. 3, 2, 1. Everybody know this verse?
I wanna rock right now.
All right,
Listen, I need to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known about the microphone because I just keep it. I mean, outrageous. Feel it for me, it's contagious. Love the winner, don't I lose. At the BNC is what I choose. The ladies love me, girls adore me. I mean, even the ones who never saw me like the way that I rhyme my show. The reason why I'm in, I don't know. So let's go, Paul. Get up off of that thing and dance to you better. Get up off of that thing and dance to you straight now. Get up off of that thing and dance to you better. Get up off of that thing. Try to reach that pressure. Get up off of that thing.
My James Brown fans that
You better. Get up off of that thing and shake it straight now. Get up off of that thing.
I need you to get up.
You better. Get up off of that thing. Try to reach.
All right, now, we're going to do the basic step. To the left. Take it back now. One hop this time. Right foot, left stomp. Left foot, left stomp. Cha-cha, real smooth.
Remember, give me a shout out, DJ Big Boy 315.
Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, left stomp. Left foot, left stomp. Cha-cha, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Get funky with it.
All the birthday people in the house, all the birthday people.
Come on.
1 time for the birthday chick. 2 times for the birthday chick. 3 times for the birthday kid. Go ahead and get your birthday kid. Get up and get your birthday. Get up and get your birthday. Get up and get your birthday.
All my mate, baby.
Get up and get your birthday. You baby, it's your birthday. Go ahead and get up and work. It's your birthday.
Let's move, y'all. Let's move. 1 time for the birthday. We don't want it. For the birthday people, they move it.
Shake it, shake it, shake it. Don't shake it, don't shake it, shake it.
Who know the song right?
What the so, where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let 1 go. I don't fuck, bro. Aiming at the head. I just buffalo. You a rough man. Cut, bro. Good time, guys. Love, Joe.
Any kids in the building?
Hand on your face. Ooh, that's snake, move like a snake, move like your hand on your way. Move like a snake, 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 hey, put it in his face, hey, move like a snake, move like a snake, move like a snake.
Don't have your busy body giving me life. Anybody with a passport outside? All my traveling people out. Don't have your busy body busy tonight. Joanna, making all that dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey, life, hey. Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. Why you gonna do me like Joanna?
So we are from me with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reaping, we coursing on. Oh, in our eyes, I'm lost. Yeah, we give thanks that we need it the most. We have to give thanks that we really supposed to be done. Blessings all from the life. But thank God for the journey.
Right now, I'm partying with everybody that's been on a cruise before.
You is a must.
Or ever.
Let's do the
I told this little girl her name is Maxie. Her bitch like a bunch of frogs. And if I ever tell you about Maxie, you know that thing. I'm just wondering if you girl with this on the table. There was a rap that must be about plastic to the her bitch is like a bunch of frogs. If I ever say about Maxie, you know that thing. I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Come with you. I pretty kiss up back on up top. Then the kind of living camp, hold back a money. I pretty kiss up back on up top. Then the kind of living camp, hold back a second look at it. You see sweet, pretty, but your character dirty. Then you just have to look at it, you want to talk it. I'm also happy, I'm with the friend. Before we leave, I want everybody to sing together. Stop it, come on.
Here we are face to face. With memories that can't be erased. Although we miss all the things I've changed, it's not the same. Big boy in the building. Sometimes it makes me wonder, where would I be if you had this one? With my dear inside of me, I know there was something that we could compare. Well, I never meant to cause you no pain. I just wanna go back to being the same. Well, I only wanna make things right before you walk out my way.
Yeah. 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 Hey, now, right now, I need you to sing it. Yeah. What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers, who be dipping in the bins with the spoilers. On the low from the Jake and the Taurus, trying to get my hands on some plants like Horace. Yeah, living the raw deal. 3-course meal, spaghetti, fettuccine, and veal, but still, everything's real in the field. And what you can't have now, leave in your will. But those not me for trying to bury 7 zeros over in Rio de Janeiro. Ain't nobody's hero, but I wanna be heard. On your hot 9-7 every day, that's my word. Swimming in women with their own condominiums. 5+5, who drive millenniums. It's all about the Benjamins. What? I get it.
Wow. Thank you, DJ Big Boy. I'm reading these comments. Sharon, her knees are hurting. We got our 2-step on. So much love. We didn't want to end. We were supposed to be done a half an hour ago, but we needed this, and hopefully it's apparent that you needed it too. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone that has contributed to this event, to Symphoria, to Syracuse Stage for the artistic performances, to Melissa Gardner, Dro Driscoll, DJ Big Boy, some of our independent artists here in the community, to KeyBank Boost and Build, to Syracuse University, to OneGroup. Thank you for your financial contributions. And Generation Next was seeded by M&T Bank. So M&T, Alan Naples, Lauren, and the team there, thank you so much. To our production team, again, Black Hub, The Collective, 2 startup companies here in our city that you can support. Thank you to you. To the CenterState team, I love you. I appreciate you all. Thank you for spending so much time making tonight possible. And to all of you, you rounded it out. You created this. You came. We hit 310 people tonight, and I'm quite sure that there will be more. Please like the Generation Next page. Please send us a message. Let us know how you want to be involved and how you can support. And then again, this isn't over. The videos that you saw tonight, the tribute to essential workers, as well as the tribute to graduates, both in English and in Spanish, that will be posted in some days for you to continue to share, to continue to uplift our community. And we hope after this tonight, you will consider joining us again and letting us know how much you appreciate CenterState's initiative around helping the next generation of leaders emerge, how you can be involved and how much you appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Central New York, Syracuse, we're here, we're resilient, we will rise, and we will surge. Have a good night.